Doing it and getting together and working on it really brings the community together.
Great. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Have a good one. And I'm also here today with PAC reporter Caitlin Cleveland. Caitlin, you actually had the opportunity to learn about some of the prep work that goes into making the cookies for one of these altars. What can you tell us about what you learned?
Yes, so I was able to see volunteers and students come together to make the Italian fig cookie, which is a staple item on the altar, and it truly is a labor of love to bring the altar to life.
Great, thank you.
Melt the butter, crack the eggs, pour in the flour, and stir until mixed. Or just the start to an old tradition. And that's just for the dough.
The St. Joseph Altar is a traditional Sicilian event. It all stems from a drought that occurred in the Middle Ages, when they prayed to St. Joseph, who was a patron saint of Sicily, to send rain to them. And he did. He sent torrential rain, which filled all the rivers back up, filled all the lakes back up. Their fish came back, all their crops came back.
St. Joseph Feast Day is March 19th, and cookies are a main ingredient to the St. Joseph altar.
Okay, just like that. Go.
Volunteers met in St. Paul's School's cafeteria to help cut, fill, and roll. All of this, plus 20 pounds of fig filling, are mixed with a labor of love. Elaine Musso brought her Christmas cookie knowledge to help keep her heritage alive.
And it's just been a tradition, for us. And this is the first year I'm helping out at St. Paul's because my grandson is here.
And students came to trade the cookies after they were made. Sophomore Aiden Ploche said it is his second year helping.
This seems like a fun activity, and I thought I'd like to help just because cookie making is easy and stuff, so I wanted to come over here and help with that. And
once the cookies are baked and cool, it's time to ice and decorate. These 1,500 fig cookies join a dozen other cookies and cakes on the altar after 3 months of preparations. And so, the Sicilians promised that on St. Joseph Feast Day every year, they would hold a feast and invite the poor and needy in his honor. Caitlin Cleveland, PAC News.
Well, that's all for us here at St. Francis Xavier. The church will be open until 5 p.m. today, so if you're looking to check it out, you've got until then. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, India. Some Catholics, though, are giving up Lent for Lent. That's according to a study conducted by the Christian Research